You watching? Oh shit! Never mind. I can't even show you this game. The game's almost over. But I am broadcasting. I have to show you in the next game.
This nigga try to give him the recipe to my ribs. I did. Damn it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you the keys to the kingdom, Bones.
Was it 3? Oh yeah, he got out there late.
Matter of fact, I'm trying to get everybody the keys to the kingdom. I'm trying to be running with 94s and 95s. Double O, I don't think the keys to the kingdom are gonna work for you because you a sinner, so you probably ain't got no ball handling.
Oh, I know they ain't.
But some of the keys will work. Some of the keys will work. The play I was talking about, that will work. But you have to put yourself at the point guard position. Which you should be able to do already, because you're like a 90-something. But I promise, you run this play a couple times, your bar will jump drastically. Like, as y'all can see, my fucking shit is ridiculous. Like, I got 5,000 for alley-oops. I got 3,000 for fucking limitless threes. This is all on 5 minutes. I wasn't trying to do nothing special, so I didn't get my normal 40,000.
Yeah. Was that 29?
29. 5-minute quarters.
Dang. Running that one play.
Just running that play.
I gotta figure out what the play is.
Oh, when I can fully max out this.
But I'm about to show you the keys to the kingdom right here, bruh. Now it's in order for it's a little harder for the dribble moves to work on Hall of Fame, but they do work. But I'm gonna show you it right now. Get a little sip of this little platinum, you know what I'm saying? Now people like D-Boy, they rely on speed. Like, oh, I'm short, so I got to be fast. This is gonna work for me. This is gonna work for me because I'm fast.
And see, what I'm doing is I'm looking at what I did. I'm just looking at what I'm doing right now, and I got my dude sagged off of me. I think Breeze's dude came and helped.
Are you playing this song right here?
No. I'm talking about when you're playing. Even when you're playing live people, like this shit is fucking money on computers. But even when you're playing live people, because of the way the move works. So, you saw me. You're about to see me do the move, but you don't want to do the whole move. Like, you don't even care about the whole move. The whole move is just fucking useless.
It's just the size of you can interrupt it.
Yeah, but here's how you want to do that shit. Let me get this ball in this corner. I mean, you don't have to do it in the corner. It's more effective when you're playing career mode in the corner. Come on, shoot the dumbass shot you're gonna shoot. You kick the fucking ball, seriously, Curry. Ain't got really time for you to be kicking balls and shit. Alright, let me just leave this nigga open. Alright. You get the ball. Normally when you go to a corner, they'll leave that open. So, start in this hand. You, boom. Ah, come on. Shit. Why the... Oh yeah, it's on Hall of Fame. Like I said, it's a little harder on Hall of Fame, but what you do is that bounce. Once you get that bounce, you can push past them.
Yeah.
But it's on, like I said, it's on Hall of Fame, so it's harder to do. But that bounce right there.
Like that, that's kind of like that behind the back that I do, and when I be in that pro-am.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know what difficulty you play on, and Carol is a defender. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it on pro.
You will literally kill them every time on pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get that on court coach badge, bruh, the fast breaks are 10 times easier. Like you ain't gotta spam the button; they just throw you the fucking ball. But that's it. Like Durant's moves are just effective. They're slow, but they're effective because he bounces with every move. Like I can do through the legs, I can do his behind the back. Like they're all effective ass moves. They slow, but they're effective. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? You gonna ride me up the court? Just bounce. Shit. Of course, I got fucking Carroll on me, but they're effective. It's just when you got a defender on Hall of Fame, this shit's a lot less effective.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can't get this nigga to do shit. Green. But those right there, like 90%. If you put 90% of your moves on Durant, especially when you're playing career mode, you're gonna kill on pro. They for some reason it cannot be stopped. So, but you already got your badges now, so I was gonna say like I use that to get my teardropper, the fucking gold. I use it to get my mid range up.
Is teardropper pushing forward on the stick or pulling back on the stick?
If you're on absolute, it's pulling back.
Stick on absolute, yeah.
Okay.
Put it on absolute.
And then pull back.
Yeah, it's on absolute already. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. Because at first I had mine on camera relative. When I put on absolute, I started doing teardroppers non-stop.
And then, like I said, you run the play to get just to get your fucking my points up.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that shit to work on badges. So like, you can do that little dribble move and then stop at the mid range and you get your mid range dead eye to work. But I would if you're working on badges, I would put it on pro. If you're just working on points, you put it on Hall of Fame.
Yeah, see, I just get all my badges. Except I gotta get that alpha dog. That's what I need to get.
On the alpha dog, you just take away all your minutes from your center and put yourself at the center. It's gonna be hard because you're a guard, so your blocking and all that shit is a little low. But if you get the timing right,
yeah,
you'll kill it. You will straight up kill it.
Well, I got everything boosted right now, so I guess I could do it for like 10 games.
Yeah, but here's the trick though. You have to find out what they give you per game. Like me as a small forward, they gave me 2,000. D-Boy said he was getting like 500 per game. So you have to find out how much they're gonna give you per game for. Oh yeah, and then when you do that, first thing you gotta do, because you don't have the coach badge, you gotta get a team takeover. And you gotta put your team in a half court trap.
Will they stay in that?
Yeah, they'll stay in it.
Takeover?
Yeah, they'll completely stay in that.
Okay.
Oh, you can stop watching my stream now. Now I'm just grinding. But that's all it is, bro. I mean, I wish I had a team that didn't have a fucking defender on me, so you can see how effective that move is. Yeah. But actually, you know what? I got my takeover, so it might work. Nope. This nigga is not giving me no fucking space, which is a fucking annoying when you get defenders on you. Like, like in your career mode, you're gonna know what team's gonna have like an actual defender on you. Carroll's just an actual defender, so the move is not giving me the space it normally does. And then fast break points give you a lot of shit. The only sucky part is you gotta be careful your team grade. Your team grade hurts a lot. Like I normally get about an A- to an A per game. Well, actually no, 90% of the time I get like a B, but usually I can try to push it to an A- if I don't have a defender on me. So I'm kind of forcing shit to happen so you can see it.
I must have to get closer because I try and pull the floater from like the free throw line sometimes, and that's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, no, not really.
Oh, ouch.
No, I mean, it's not an ouch moment. It's just it really doesn't work that.
Oh no, I was talking about something that happened in the actual game. Dude pulled me down.
I say, that fucking teardropper is a bitch sometimes. But like I said, if you run that play, and so you really can't get any good dribble moves with your guy, 00. But there's workarounds that you can probably use to get that shit the way you want it. I don't know what the dribble moves would be for your guy, but there is definitely a way to work around it. I just, like I said, I've never made a center. I've always made power forwards and shit like that, power forwards and small forwards. So I know there's a workaround.
Forward up in 17, didn't you?
16, I made a power forward. 17, no, 17 I made a power forward. 18 I made a small forward, just because I wanted the blend correctly. And that's what I tell people. Like, you don't have to be a center to play center. You just have to make the right blend the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because we play with Deshaun almost every day, and he ends up at the 5.
Yeah.
Because he just maxed.
I think it's a little weird. Well, that's because he played the 5 last year though. So.
Yeah. Like you have to max everything out. You'll still be faster, better shooter, and all that other shit against the niggas you're gonna go against. It's just you're not gonna be able to mix the archetypes the same way. Like when LA was telling me he tried to make an archetype and it didn't work at the small forward position, I was like, there's no way, bro. The small forward can be anything. There's no common.
Well, for his play style, though, the way he likes to play.
Yeah, but he said no. He said he couldn't make it. Like I'm like, there's no way you couldn't make that player. Now you may not be able to play the same way, but you could definitely make the player. The players. The 3 is the only position that can be any combination of archetypes. Any combination. That's why I make a 3 every year.
Yeah.
So
I think I did pretty decent with this build. He can play the 1 through 3. I'm faster at the 3. 1, I'm taller. Oh my goodness, that's the dunk I wanted.
And I tell a lot of people, like, the reason why I choose the sharpshooting shot creator rather than sharpshooting slasher is the effectiveness in all areas. Like, you see me, I can go up there and slam on a nigga if I want to. And I get a posterizer badge. But I didn't make him a slasher because for the simple fact that it drops your shooting so drastically that
that's the thing. Cause like when we first started, you can ask D-Boy, I was on the fence about making sharpshooting primary. I knew sharpshooting was gonna be primary for my build, but I almost made slashing secondary. But last minute I put shot creating. because of all the badges that the Slasher got. I like the way those defensive badges and other badges look.
Yeah, and
But
that's another thing.
his dunking just was a 75. I couldn't get no posterizer, no contact dunks or anything like that, I don't think. So that's why I went shot creating, which I'm glad I went shot creating. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was another thing I saw too. Like, even if you put, unless you have slasher first, if you put fucking sharpshooter or shot creating first, well, actually no, you can still do it with shot creating, but you don't get the contact dunks, so there's no point of that shit. The only big change is your driving dunks are higher if you're short, and if you're taller, your standing dunks are higher. But you still don't qualify for the contact dunks. So why not have a 3-point shot, a mid-range shot, and the ability to dunk? Because if you do sharpshooting slasher, your mid-range is fucking shit. Unless you're short, which you might be all right because you made your guy about what 6'6", 6'5", some shit like that.
Yeah, he's 6'6", 195.
So your mid-range would be all right.
Dude, my mid-range is a 91.
Yeah, because you got that shot creating. I'm talking about if you had that slashing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So your mid-range would drop down drastically. So it might be like a high 70, low 80. When you can have a high mid-range dunk, and as you can see, your dude can still yam. Your dude still yams without the slasher in him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get better badges. Because, I mean, you mainly get a couple defensive badges. So you get, like, pickpocket. You get defensive stopper, but you get that with your build automatically. Because you have shot creating. So you get pickpocket. So that's not a benefit right there. Not pickpocket. You get defensive stopper. So that's not a benefit. So cancel defensive stopper right out the rim. You get a bronze pick dodger. And you get pickpocket. That's it. So other than maybe a silver or a gold posterizer, you didn't really jump up that much. However, if you do shot creating, you get tireless scorer. You get a posterizer. You get defensive stopper. You get fucking teardropper. You get mid-range deadeye. Like, you get so much more. And you only lose pick dodger on bronze and fucking pickpocket on bronze. That's a trade I will willingly make every time. To be able to shoot from anywhere on the floor. And still dunk. Just like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against lockdowns. But I can only shoot in the corner consistently? That's not what I want to see.
Yeah, because that makes you one-dimensional.
Like, I mean,
like to be one-dimensional.
Reddy's pretty much mastered his player. He's hit a couple from the wing.
Shot,
yeah, but I mean, he's hit a couple from the ring, but he's not consistent from the ring. He's not even consistent from the corner. But when he's on a roll, he's on a roll. Like, I don't want to have to get on a roll in order to fucking start shooting. I want to be able to just get the ball, do what I do, and shoot that motherfucker. And I know you are the same way. Like, you don't want to have to be like, I got to get to the corner to shoot a 3.
Nope. Even though I got my corner on Hall of Fame, catch and shoot on Hall of Fame, and then Limitless is on gold.
Fuck, shouldn't do that shit. But it's shit like that. Like, I thought about when I hit 95, like, I should make a lockdown. But then I realized I like to shoot too much. Like, I would have to make the perfect lockdown in order to do that shit. Like, I can't just have a lockdown. I gotta have the perfect lockdown. Like a ready lockdown where I'm knocking shit down. Which means I would have to learn how to shoot all over with a lower shooting rating. Which is just annoying the fuck out of me. So I canceled making myself another player. I'm gonna grind this nigga to 99.
That's what I said I was gonna do with this dude. I thought about making a point guard just for the heck of it, but I like this dude.
I'm not making anything until I get this guy up.
I'm just sticking to one player this year. I got the VC to do it now, but I'm not gonna do it.
If I had that VC currently, I probably would just make a point guard because I haven't made a point guard in forever. But
yeah, but here's the thing. Even when you make, like, I tell everybody that wants to make a big man, don't make your big man one-dimensional. Like when niggas be like, I made a rebound in athletics. So what you're saying is you're kind of just stuck to the paint. Like, you don't want to.
I'm not.
Yeah, but you're not shooting no long twos. You're shooting just outside the paint.
Oh, my guy can hit long twos now.
Consistently?
I just don't do it. Huh?
That's the key.
Depends. Yeah.
See,
okay.
That's the key. Like, people don't realize the key isn't about if you can hit it 1 out of 15 shots. I can give a fuck.
Oh no, it's not 1 out of 15. It's consistent-ish. I just got to be open. As long as I'm open, it's good.
See, that's what I mean. Like, people make these guys and they're like, oh yeah, I got this mid-range on lock. You shot 1 for 6 on the mid-range. That's not lock.
Yeah.
Like,
my guy.
When I say
now my guy's hitting like what? 5 of 8.
When I say consistently from the mid-range, that means even if you just step inside the 3-point line, you know you're gonna hit that motherfucker.
Yep, that's what I'm doing now. Now my guy can hit. I just have to get that 3-pointer up too. So I can be, that deep and then hit it. Cause
like, we played we played 3 games, Bones, where the nigga was like a slashing something. Well, I'm talking about my guy, but he was like a slashing something, and the next guy was a post scorer. Like, you're gonna have to show me you can shoot, cause I'm not chasing you around this motherfucker. You can sit at the 3-point line all you want, nigga. That shit don't scare me until you show you can hit that bitch consistently. Cause I'm not scared of 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5. That's not a threat to me.
Yeah, I think next year I'm gonna make a stretch big.
Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a nigga that can only play in the paint. But you're not a threat on the other end. Like, I'm a threat on both ends. First of all, I can bang
in the paint. Yeah,
I can bang with him.
But he's straight though. Mamba's straight.
You know what I'm saying? I can bang with a glass cleaner. You see me? I have 14 boards. That nigga didn't even have double digits. I can bang with a glass cleaner, and then on the other end, he has to come out the paint to guard me. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, don't sit there and worry about one aspect of the game. Like, if you are a fucking athletic finisher, you don't need rebounding in your build. You just need to know how to box out. That's the key. If you don't know how to box out, I'm 6'9". I'm boxing out 7'2", 7'3" niggas. You don't know how to play the paint, because when you make a rebound in athletic, you literally that's like a redundant build. I told Crip the same thing, like, but Crip learned how to shoot with a rebound in athletics, so he not gonna hit it consistently, but
he gonna hit enough for them to come out there on him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Plus, he getting his passes from a dimer, so it gives him another boost.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to know your shot inside and out. But to have just a straight up like rebounding athletic, you're not a threat to nobody, because now you have to prove you can shoot. My archetype, I don't have to prove shit. You have to guard me. I have to prove to you that I can't shoot. Which makes me more dangerous than you, because I'm going to still get the board. I'm still going to bang with you in this paint. I'm averaging 0.9 blocks a game.
What the frick is your problem, dude? I was open.
3.7, 3.8 steals a game. And fucking 20 points. I look like a whole fucking complete monster. Like, my nigga should not be able to do this, because of the way I use him. How effective I made this nigga. And same thing with you. Like, you averaging 15 to 17 points a game. Niggas don't realize, nigga, you go in there and bang on niggas too. Just and the same thing I tell niggas when they be like, I made a 2-way. Your 2-way is not as effective as you think. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be like, oh, I made a 2-way because he gonna be godly. He's not. He's really